Hi, the old school therapist and Joybug here today with life topic, reminding people that they are unique. Not only do you have worth and value, but you're also unique. You know, through the years I've had clients say to me that they felt like they weren't really anything special, that they felt like they really didn't stand out in the crowd, that they didn't have that wow factor to separate them from other people. And unfortunately, that false thinking led them to make some choices that they regretted later. And the fact is, people don't have to do something to an extreme where they risk hurting themselves or other people just to be special and unique and stand out. You already are. You know, the creator of the universe, the intelligent designer, not only gave you worth and value, but also made you unique inside and out. You know, science has been telling us for years with our fingerprints, right? Science has been using fingerprinting for decades to tell us that we're different than somebody else, to identify us, to separate us from somebody else. And now they're using voice recognition and facial recognition. Do you know that not even identical twins have the same fingerprints? So for those that just like to rely on science, there's so much scientific evidence that we're unique. And it doesn't just stop there. We're unique not only externally, but also internally. And what I mean by that is internally, our personality, our temperament, our likes, our dislikes, our quirks, our idiosyncrasies, what we're passionate about, what we're talented in, our interests, all of that makes up our uniqueness inside, internally. If you could think of a couple of people that you would say, you know, care about you in your life. Well, they both care about you. However, how do they show they care? What are their gestures? How do they say it? Do they show they care with gifts? Do they show they care with doing some activities that you love to do? Do they do both? Do they show they care with words, maybe writing you a note here or there? How do they show they care? Both people care, but it's just going to look a little bit different because of their uniqueness. What about two people that you think about that have a great sense of humor? You could say both of these people, so-and-so and so-and-so, have a great sense of humor, but how do they tell a joke? How do they laugh? What gestures do they use when they're telling a joke or when they're laughing at somebody else's joke? What about the inflection in their voice? They both have a great sense of humor, but they're going to show their sense of humor just a little bit differently because they're unique. What if you asked two artists to paint a scene, a beach scene, an ocean scene, and both of them needed to use acrylic paints in their painting, and you give them the picture of the ocean scene that you want painted. They're going to both paint that same ocean scene, but it's going to look a little bit different because of their personality, their experiences, how they see the lighting in the picture, what they decide might be a different color for the depth of the ocean, for the sand. But they're both artists that paint that same picture. It's just going to have variations in the brush strokes, because they're unique. I could do example after example of just reminding people that not only are they unique on the outside, but also on the inside. So my homework assignment, my challenge for anybody who's watching this video is to think about how you're unique. What's your personality? What's your temperament? What are you interested in? What is your passion? How do you respond to people in relationship? How do they respond to you? What are your goals? What are your plans in life? What are your quirks? How are you silly? What's your sense of humor? All of that, on and on. Okay, just try to kind of self-reflect and think about who you are uniquely. And if that's hard, then maybe observe yourself, like a journalist observes others when they're gathering facts about a situation or a story. Observe yourself. Observe yourself at work or when you're at school or wherever you are. How do you interact with other people? How do you see the world? What is your response to the world? What's your temperament when you're in different situations? So observe yourself and you will see that yes, you are unique. You're different than your friends and family members, and you're unique both on the outside and the inside. I'm hoping that you found this video helpful. Just another reminder that you do stand out in the world already because of what the creator of the universe put into you when the creator was forming you in the womb and your DNA. And you are unique. You're one unique person in a world of 8 billion unique people. And the intelligent designer knows what he's doing when he creates each one of us to be unique and special, not only on the outside, but also on the inside. Joybug and I thank you for watching. We hope you will subscribe to our channel, and please leave a comment. Any comment, all comments are welcome, and we will see you next time. Take care.